Ladies and gentlemen, the market corrected today. Usually, when the markets are down, most traders lose money. That's just my experience running rooms for 13 years. Most traders have a bullish bias. We are taught that the best traders have no bias whatsoever. That is a fallacy. The best traders I know have a very clear implicit bias to long or short. Now, why is that? We all think that we're supposed to master everything in trading. You should be able to do everything from scalping to long term swinging to every single strategy in between. That's what would truly make us a master at our profession. Wrong. The best traders I've met are usually kings of doing one thing. You rather be a king of one thing than a jack of all trades. In my experience, that's what makes traders good. So when the market goes down like this, a lot of traders, very commonly who have bullish biases, go long. And a lot of them make money, myself one of those traders today, very included. But what is it about people in Wall Street really telling us that in order to make money, that the easier move on a day like today was to the downside, while the harder move was to the upside? Here's the truth, ladies and gentlemen. The easier trade is whatever you do best, and the harder trade is whatever you do not do best. That is the fact. So over here in the Newsbeat live room, we answer questions. We keep it real. We're not one of those glorified gurus who can never admit wrongdoing. Every single guru, they shit gold bricks in their toilet, and when they flush it, it doesn't go down. And they put their hand in the dirty water and they pull out 24 karat gold bars because nobody ever has anything wrong with him. We're gurus. We're the perfect creation. We do nothing wrong. I can't show you any emails from traders who are struggling in the room. Why? Because that might make me reflect worse on you. And that is Wall Street's mentality. Well, my take is, let me show you the realness. Let me show you those traders who are making six figures, having six-figure days, six-figure months, six-figure years, seven-figure years. Let me show you those traders, but also let's take the trader with the small account who is struggling, unable to find their bearings. Let's hear what that person has to say. Let's put a focus and a spotlight on that person. Because trading is not about glorifying what I do or what successful people do around me, which, as far as I can tell, based on my polls, are the vast majority of the Newsbeat live room, are finding major consistency with my plays. Please note, your guru does not have the balls to run the same polls I do. However, I have, and I continue to try to improve. I haven't always come from a place that can help people. In fact, even though I don't have a bad bone in my body, and I always believe in helping people, literally over the past 13 years, at least 11, maybe 12 of them, I was unable to get remotely close to the success rate in which I have in my room today. It has nothing to do with my P&L. I make money consistently. I'm probably one of the more consistent traders you'll ever meet in your entire life. But isn't it about you? Isn't it about your results? Isn't it about helping the person who is struggling and stop trying to put on a bullshit mirage of raining gold coins all around me if you come to me? Maybe you need somebody who genuinely cares about you. So instead of sitting on my couch and watching Netflix with my boyfriend or going out to the COVID opera with my girlfriend, what I'm actually going to do today is try to help people through the emails they write in. These are unvetted. I take it it's raw, it's real, it's current, it's happening right now. And by going down this route, I am going to transform the way you, the end user, sees gurus on Wall Street. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I am Mark Melnick. This is the Newsbeat Show. Before we start, I need you to pause on this slide, read it in its entirety, go learn a new language, any language outside of English you want, and then reread it again in the new language. Once you do that, you may continue. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it. So let's get right over to the emails here today. And yeah, the market did have a down day. And look, in my experience, yeah, I miss the music too, Walt. We got to get that music back. We definitely need the music back, baby. If anyone wants to help me get that set up through XSplit, reach out. Okay, so when the market goes down like this, most traders lose money. And it's not because they suck, it's not because they're bad, it's just a fact of life. When the market goes down, more people lose money. When the market goes up, ironically, more people will make money, but as a trader, still, most people lose money almost every day as a trader, if you want to be accurate about it in any sense of the imagination. Okay? All right. So, let's go ahead. We're going to take the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm not sure in what order, because unlike the other scumbags out there, I don't ignore the people who are struggling and just put the ones who are doing well on a high pedestal. And I just want to point out, whoops, that was the name of the show. Just had to copy and paste that in. Here's the first email. Just copy and paste it. And before I get started with these emails, I just want to mention I've changed a lot in the past year. I've changed a lot in the past 2 years. I've changed a lot in the past 3 years. I am not the same person now. I am not the same broadcaster now. I'm certainly not the same trader now than I was a year ago. I am constantly evolving. One of the things I always think about before I go on with this show tonight, one of the things I always think about is could have I done better? You know how many people I let down? You see all these gurus around me here on Wall Street. You see each and every one of them. The one with the dipshit smile and the number hanging over their head, or sitting on top of their Ferrari with a laptop, or at the edge of a cliff with a beautiful view going miles away because somehow he has internet connection 8 or 10 or 12,000 feet altitude. Maybe, who knows? I wish my biggest regret is that I let people down and didn't perform at the level I'm performing right now to help those people succeed. And I think about it for a second. When I talk to my wife about it, just keep in mind, coming from coming from a trader who has by far the highest retention rate here in T3, coming from a trader who has by far the largest room here in T3, coming from a trader who is going to have at least equal marketing to everyone else here at T3 soon, ding, and coming from a trader who knows what it's like to let people down through his own actions. Yes, my shit stinks just like everyone else. I will tell you right now that part of me has, over the years, even up until 2019, if we're being honest, I feel one thing you're going to get, you might not like my tone, you might not like my face, you might not like the way I approach things, but at least I'm shooting straight with you every time. I'm not going to sugarcoat something. I'd rather have you taste what it I'd rather have you taste the cookie and like it or not like it than, put so much frosting and, sugar and butter where you can't even taste anything anymore. It just masks the entire flavor. So part of me, I went to my wife. This wasn't yesterday. I don't know how many, just maybe a month ago, 6 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't know. And I went to her and I'm like, you know what? You know how many people I've let down over my 13-year span of a career? And she turned to me and she said, you never had a bad bone in your body. You tried your best for each and every person that came your way. Now I see you working harder than you ever have before. I've been married, you know, 6 years. Shh. My wife would be like, right now, if I said that, she'd be like, I'm listening. Mm-hmm. What'd you say? That's what she'd be like right now. So shh, don't tell her. Don't tell the missus. But she's like, you work so hard for every single person. You've tried your best, and the point of where you are today would not have been achievable had you not gone down the path you have taken. And all you could do, Mark, is keep trying your best, keep fighting for the people that follow you, and that is how you're going to build success. And you can talk about how you got there. And she told me that no journeys come without tripping over a rock or taking a detour in path, but look at where you are today. And she was right. My wife is always right. One of those things. I'm like, sweetheart, just play the effing lotto already so we could just, live happily ever after since you're always right. Always right. Incredible. What a gift. And she's right. So even the traders who are back in 2019, 2018, 17, 16, 2015, 2014, 2013, 2012, 2011, 2010, 2009, 2008, maybe 2007, maybe not. I don't remember. But going back all those years in which I was running a trading service, I have not done the job I can do today as I have done for anybody who was ever part of my service during any of those years leading up until 2020. And I'll tell you, and I always tell people, I'll always evolve. I'm always going to try to change. I'm always going to try to do better. And you might hear you might find it funny that a guru talks like this, because usually you'll have somebody just throwing charts in your face, running a scan of charts they like, talking about some amazing trade, flashing you their P&L of the day. Well, when I'm actually trying to help the people who are struggling in my service, let's talk about people struggling in my service. And remember, in terms of results, no, I humbly believe, again, who knows? Don't take my word for it. I can never say it with 100% certainty. But take extremely large trading rooms like the Newsbeat live service and pose a question like, are you finding tremendous P&L consistency with my plays? What percentage of other services right now do you think other people would get if they ran that? You see how I worded it. I didn't say, are you having a good day today? And try to nitpick a day. No, I'm talking tremendous P&L consistency over time, consistency, doing the same thing over and over again with my plays. That's the question I asked. And you know what? This is what I'm most proud of. And even though my P&L can blow panties off of all the beautiful men who wear them, I will tell you right now, this is what I want to show you because this is what I'm proud of. And you know why I do what I do? Because you see this 25% here? I need to keep trying to shrink that number as much as possible. And that is why I do what I do here at T3. So let's go on to the S mark. Hey, no, really. I just want you to become more intimate with where I come from and my backstory and why I do these Ask Mark shows. And I just wanted to explain it to you guys. So really, thank you for listening to that. And let's go right to the emails that came in today. Hi, Mark. Had a decent day, 2 for 3 in green. Can't complain much. Only 2 red days in a month. Haven't done a one and done for over a month because of the uncertainty with Street Smart Edge. I'm with you, bro. Could we do a poll to see if those using SSE are having overall success with one and dones in the past 2 weeks? Thanks. Have a great night. All right. So I guess I can do a poll. I mean, I'm sort of running a show, but I guess I'll share it with you guys in the audience. Are you having success with the one and dones? And the answers are going to be yes. The answers are going to be no. And the answers are going to be generally don't do them as a generalization, right? Okay. We're going to ask you right now, and we're going to ask the Newsbeat live room. And how do I do this? All right. So I have to do it where I'm hiding people's names, and it's a multiple choice poll. And we're going to just put it up right here. So here it is right now, ladies and gentlemen. Here is a live poll being asked in the Newsbeat live room. I want to know, are you having success with the one and dones? And the answer is yes, no, and believe it or not, nobody actually hit the generally don't do them answer. So I guess people are trying them. It's either yes. Oh, is there a generally don't do them answer there? Did I add that one? No, I didn't. I didn't even add it. So that's fine. I don't care if you generally don't do them or not. Just tell me if you don't do them, don't answer the poll. But if you do them, answer yes or no. All right, we got a ton of votes flooding in right now. I'll give you guys like 5 more seconds, and then we're going to finish the poll results. 5, 4, 3, 2, last chance to vote. 1. All right. Fifth. Whoops. Let me just go back there. There we go. Okay. So there's your answer. Okay? There. Next email. See how easy it is to help, somebody who's asking a simple question. Need help ready to quit is the title of the next email. Mark, so very grateful for your room and your dedication to all us members. It's simply amazing. Okay, I'm ready to quit. 2 years now trading. First full year pretty much on my own with tepid but positive results every month. Joined your room in March 2020. Tried options for the first time in April 2020. Had my first red month ever. Traumatizing. Traumatizing, he says. Just one moment here. I'm going to continue with the email. Traumatizing, he says. Tried options for the first time in April 2020. Had my first red month ever. Regrouped in May 20 doing only stock scalps and hit the moment where results exceeded expectations. Okay. So I'm going to continue reading your email, of course. So right here, I mean, what it tells me, and again, I don't give stock picks, investment advice, just my thoughts, that maybe stocks were right for you. As we say, the majority of the people in the room trade stocks, and a lot of the people do both. And some people just do strictly options. From then until September 20, so from May 20th to September, so May to June, July, August, September, 4 months. From then until September 20th, hit rate was in the high 80%. So for 4 months, he was batting 80% here and was making 14 to 15 G's a month. Nice. Beautiful. Then messed with covered calls in September and got nailed. Huh? Where the All right. All right, all right, all right. I got your back. Where the F did that come from? Covered calls. Where did you learn that? I'm not saying it's bullshit. I'm just saying it's something I don't really do. So everything is good. All right. So yeah, tepid results, but positive. You joined my room in March. You obviously made money in March. You said you had your first losing month in April in 2 years in my service. First losing month trading options. The next month you regrouped in May. So you regrouped right away. Congrats on evolving quickly. In May, you regrouped in May doing only stock scalps. I'm assuming using our methodology. I'm assuming so since you're in the service. Making 14 to 15 G's a month, batting in the high 80s. You know what high 80s is? High 80s is 86, 87, 88, or 89%. That's how I define high 80s. Otherwise, you'd say mid 80s, right? Or I don't know, maybe 85 you consider high. I don't know. Rounding up, rounding down. You're doing great. And then all of a sudden, after that, you started doing covered calls. Now, again, I'm sure that people make a lot of money running covered calls. I'm not downplaying covered calls. I'm just saying you're on a roll. Why fix that which is not broken? How does one fix that which is not broken? And you found a way. And you thought, and I'll tell you what happened. It's not even coming from a bad place. You thought you were in a position where you needed to evolve. Because I guarantee you there was a part of you who was not happy with this. You were very content and you were happy at one point, and then you got effing bored of it. That's what happened. And you're like, yeah, oh God, yeah, here are these people making $100,000 months and $200,000 months, and you're like, I'm just gonna try to get to the next level, is what you said, and the next level over here pounded you. I'm still not done reading your email. I don't know what you're gonna say. Since then, I've been trying to resolve previous conquered toxicity. All right, so since September. So September to, I don't know what day in September. I'll assume September 1st. So September to October, October to November, November to December. And today is 3 months, 1 week later at max, maybe a little less. So you've been trying to resolve previously conquered toxicity. So, first of all, to me, you look like somebody who can easily be a successful trader. Again, just my opinion. I'm not giving stock picks. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't quit. I'm not telling you to put on a pink ballerina dress and spin in circles. All I'm saying is you're looking like a person that from May, June, July, August to September, we're making 14 to 15 G's a month, which for the average American pays your bills and a lot more. Attached is my November overview. I didn't include trades because I'm not prepared today to talk specifics with you. That's okay, and I'll do everything I can with the information you give me. But I just need to remind you and everyone in the room, the more you give me, the more I'm able to help you. And that's fine, and I respect that. I hope you do get to a point where you're ready to talk specifics with me. Emotionally drained after today, I fought back from losses in Roku with puts in Tesla. Victory. Then end of the day messed around with more Tesla puts and went very red. Okay. I just want to point out one thing today. I don't know how, and I'm not saying told you so. That's not who I am. See, one of the things, like I told you, there's a running joke with my wife. Inside our bedroom, there's a fan switch. So it's like a light switch, but it only is for the ceiling fan. And if you turn it off, you can't use the remote to turn on the ceiling fan. But if it's on, you can. So the joke between my wife and I, she's like, Mark, can you flip the fan switch on? And I tell my wife, well, no, I didn't flip it off. Like it's not my fault. Someone else did it. I shouldn't have to do it. That's the running joke. And then of course I go and I put it on. So just keep in mind for everyone when I answer you, I'm never pointing a finger at you. I don't give an F whose fault you or I think it is. I'm just here to help you. I don't pass judgment. I'll get mad that you're losing money because I feel your frustration. If I didn't get mad, then I really don't give a shit about you in the first place. See how that works? I mentioned, now to the point, I mentioned, I don't know, maybe 10 times today, I don't like Tesla puts. I don't like Tesla puts. That was my lesson from Friday, my first losing day, and I don't remember how long. I don't like Tesla puts, and that's how I grew from it. So you literally came in and were just playing Tesla puts. I think I should abandon options again and regroup stocks for now. So you're coming from a place where you're making 14 to 15K a month here, which, by the way you're talking, is obviously to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, which you will not correct me because I know I'm right, obviously way more money than you are making in your first year as a trader trading common stock. And then you went to options again in September, but not just options, covered calls. You know how I make the majority of my money? Just buying call options and selling those same call options, not shorting them. With the simplest option level access is how I do this. Then end of the day, messed around with more Tesla puts and went very red. I think I should abandon options again and regroup with stocks for now. I mean, from what I can't legally tell you what to do. From what I'm reading, it seems like that's your sweet spot. That's what you do best. And if you're inside the room, which I know you are, that's the only thing I'm telling you to do. Do what you do best. I don't give an F what it is. I don't give a F if you take a booger and fling it at your screen and you buy the first stock you hit and you're batting in the high 80s, as you said right over here, doing that strategy. You know what I'm going to tell you to do? Take the Kleenex box, throw it in the garbage. Be like, woo, bye-bye. Bye. I don't really care what you do best, but you need to do what you do best, my brother. You need to do what you do best. I find stocks generally very easy to trade. My really only my only real problem with stocks is I get stuck in positions and then try to find ways out profitably later. Hmm. Yeah, problem selling. This problem I must conquer. I haven't included trades in the email because I'm too emotional and frustrated right now to deal with specifics. I respect that. As soon as you gather composure, I'm here for you, whether you want to do it or not. But I've been wanting to reach out to you for quite a long while. We did speak in March 20, it was the year 202. I know you're frustrated, bro. I'm just effing around. I'm kidding. I got nothing but love for you. Hence why we probably spoke. We did speak in March 2020 when you amazed me by dialing my phone. One single phone call changed so much. I live near Seattle, retired, worn out former triathlete, trading my retirement funds, hints at who I am to perhaps help you remember. We spoke back in March 2020. I remember exactly our phone call. I remember exactly everything that we were speaking about. No member of this room is just another number. Your family. Remember that. So I'd like to seek your help to conquer these issues that are keeping me from the next level. When I lose like I did today, it's enough to make me quit. Thank you so much for everything. Again, I can't tell you whether or not you should quit, but I'll just tell you from what I see. I see a trader who can make money trading common stock. You get in a few stupid situations with common stock, and you say you try to work out of it. Is that like doubling down or selling calls against your position? Is that how you started doing covered calls? You had a bunch of shitty effed up positions, so you decided, instead of selling the stock, I'll just sell a call against it. Like, is that like the way your brain was working? Because now I'm wondering where the September covered calls came from. Um, I'm sorry you're going through this. What I need to know when you get a chance is the strategies you're applying to do these trades. That way I can help it. Are you doubling down a lot on losing trades? Is that what happened on a day like today? Are you doubling down on losing trades? Are you adding in more and more and more? And then you just have a blowout till the point where it's so painful you just swallow the loss and you're looking at a soaking red bloodied P&L. Um, are you good at faster trades? How long does your average winning trade last? Don't go back all these months. I don't want you to do that much work. In the past month, I'll make it easier for you. In the past 20 trading days, what's your average holding for a win? What's your average holding for a loss? Show that. Show me what strategies you do best. Find out these answers, and we can try to conquer your problem together. All I'm trying to do is make you informed. That's all I want. I just want you to be informed of what's happening with you. That's all I need. I just need you to be informed, my brother. And yes, I do remember our phone call. And I'm not going to go into all the specifics, but I remember even I got you one better. I'm not sure if I told you where I was when I called you. I was literally walking outside. I have I have some Asian neighbors at the end of the block, and I was walking by their house. And I remember where, not only do I remember our call, I remember where I was during our call. And it's kind of weird. Like that I remember, but certain things like back in the day I won't remember. And like certain things like what I had for breakfast a week ago, like I won't remember. I won't remember that. I won't remember what I traded 2 days, 3 days ago. I couldn't tell you 5 names I traded. But that I remember. I don't know. I mean, the brain is a mysterious thing. You either remember, or you don't. And okay, so nothing but love for you. Try to get me that thing. All right. This is I wouldn't consider this an official booth mail, but somebody in our room here is sharing his setup. $1,842 without the table, $2,230 with. Although I just realized the PC is not on sale for $5,950 anymore. All right, so one of our members, Booth, has shared his entire layout with us and what he paid and where he got all the supplies for his computer parts. And I just shared that with the room, and I'm going to move on to the next email. Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate it. Okay. And you'll notice on the people who struggle, that's where I spend time on my emails. You'll notice that because those are the people who need help. As a generalization, of course. Hey, Mark, having a great week, getting back to basics of making money early and locking in profits. This is what has worked so well for me over the past 4 months. Last week was a good lesson in not getting too big for my britches, no matter how big the P&Ls posted in the room may be. Mid four-figure days add up big time. Monday, 3,400. Tuesday, 1,100. Wednesday, 5,600. P&L shows down a bit from 5,600 because I picked up a couple long-term positions that went negative a bit, but having a five-figure week, no complaints, and it's Wednesday. You have 2 more days left. Love you, brother. Love you too. Let's go ahead and see what you're sharing with us here. Oh, I mean, yeah, I mean, look, I mean, just very simply right over here, you have a nice little, we were watching Roku today, a room, and again, we do these trades together. So a lot of us, again, not everybody takes, some people do their own things, obviously, but that's where your day was made. You have $4,800 and you sold your position at 9:31 a.m. So by 9:31, this is your close time. So right over here by 9:31 a.m., you were already up. Oh, over $5,000 because you did this before. So literally, you were up over $5,000 by 9:31 a.m. Eastern Standard. You obviously did a pre-market trade in Tesla where you caught 2 points on 100 shares. But literally by 9:31 a.m. you could have logged off and not hurled eggs at Booth's humble abode. You could have already gone biking and doing whatever you wanted. Look at that. That is where the Newsbeat bandit term comes from because there are a lot of people want to do things in life. He's up, $4,800, 5,000 with the pre-market Tesla trade. You could have just ended your day there. And think about it. I just want to point out you were up after this trade $5,018 with those first two trades. Look how you ended your day. Now, I'm not saying that it didn't pay to stick around for the $243 that you made, but I mean, that's what you made afterwards. Maybe you're just waiting for your friends to go biking and you are bored, but congratulations. Well played, sir. Keep up the great work. Real you're making real money and you're making real money. So congrats. All right, this is Help Me How to Hadouken. Somebody who obviously sucks at Street Fighter 2, but we don't judge people on their Street Fighter 2 abilities. Let's see. Just kidding. He probably could beat your asses if he knows what a Hadouken is. Anyway, hey Mark. Wanted to know why Tesla needed to get close or through 596 to hit the bottom before bouncing back up. All right, so I made a bottom call in Tesla today. Now I'm going to take you to my charts. Let's take a looky at the charts. And what I did was I said if Tesla flushes 596, we might have a good chance of bottoming for the day. All right. So first of all, just so we're clear over here, there was a little bit of S3 support, and it coincided with an algorithmic. This is a 1-minute chart, by the way, just so we're clear, ladies and gentlemen. Ignore all my moving averages and stuff. Don't worry about them. But there was S3 support here, flush through. That's why, no, this is a 5-minute chart. I'm sorry. There we go. That's much better. Here's a 1-minute chart. My apologies. So we got through the algo level here. This is why I just want to point you out. I find it funny when dipshits out there try to teach people what algorithmic analysis is in trend lines when they have no idea how to draw it. Anybody who draws trend lines just going from left to right has no idea how to draw a trend line effectively. Yeah, there's situations where the trend lines work. Don't get me wrong. Like I understand like what a double top and bottom is, and that's all they're really doing and showing areas where it got stopped before. But most people be very, very weary of people who draw trend lines because they effing suck at them. And people I respect as traders, they effing suck at them. A trend line should be able to predict with practically 100% accuracy an increase in volume. For example, my descending support lines, which have practically 100%. You could predict volume elevating at that point with 100% effectiveness. Don't believe me? Here's Tesla. Well, I know you believe me. Here's Tesla. Here's some algorithmic lines I had today. Look, here's the first time this one hit. You see these yellow lines? Look at these three yellow lines. Here's a 1 minute Tesla. I had these lines drawing. That was weeks ago, traders. I'm drawing. Like, take a look at this. You see this Look at the volume on the bottom here. You see how it suddenly shot up here on volume right after my algo trend line hit right here? You see that 1 minute? Here, I'll zoom in for you. Don't worry. You don't have to squint at your screen. Don't worry. Don't worry. I just need to show you. Look, you see how this volume starts elevating as these lines are hit? See that? And look over here. And then it hits again, not only over here, but right over here, and it elevates again. And then the volume still remains high, but look what happens when you hit my major support. When the stock was trading at like 610, I was talking about this level of bottoming for the day before the stock even got there around 610, because I saw this trend line here. I combined it with the S3 support. I said, now look at the volume elevation here when you hit my trend line again. Coincidentally, that's why you have to be afraid. Do not believe any dipshit that ever tries to show you how to draw a trend line unless you could predict with 100% accuracy, practically 100% accuracy, uh, an event happening. And in my case, it's elevated volume. So just remember that, because there are a lot of people out there who, just because they do or do not make money, they think they know how to draw a trend line. I promise you, there are traders in whom I respect as traders who cannot draw a trend line if their life depended on it. Trust me with this. But I say that because I've seen the way people draw trend lines, and it's like it's just Captain Hindsight showing you how to draw left to right lines. Anyway, you see the elevated volume here. After you flush S3 and my algorithmic trend line, I said we had to flush 596, and then I said look for the trigger here through 595.38, and I said Tesla could bottom for the day here, and a lot of Newsbeat live members caught this bottom here and rode it all the way up and made back their day from red to green. Okay, so that is why I called it. Back to your email. Um, that is why I called it. Okay. And again, I don't call people dipshits negatively. I call them dipshits because they're hurting the people unintentionally around them. Around them. Like, don't be a dipshit. Don't hurt the people around you. All right? I know they're not coming from a bad place, but look, I don't need somebody going up to LeBron James and telling him how to play basketball. Hey Mark, I don't know if you saw my post in the room today. I wanted to say thank you once again for all you do. I bought 500 shares of KCAC, now QS, at $16 a share in my non-trading account when you mentioned it in the Newsbeat room a few months back. Keep in mind, I don't give stock picks or investment advice. I'm up over $21,000 in that stock now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy holiday to you and yours. Stay safe out there. Oh, well, congratulations. Nothing but love. And keep it up. Next email. Thanks for the props. I appreciate it. Mark, I'm wanting to know if I pulled the know your limit. You got to know it, bro. Not what my wife tells me when I want to cuddle. Mark, I'm wanting to know if I pulled the know your limit 21 EMA strategy off correctly or if I just got lucky. I'm 3 days into the room and I've just been trying to wait for really good setups off the plays you teach. I bought 10 $217 calls of Square at 10:16 a.m. this morning. I was looking at a 5-minute chart. Once the stock hit the 21-day EMA, I bought the calls. Sold them about 12 minutes later for an $1,800 gain. Shut my computer and took the rest of the day off. I do not believe you did it right just by your email, but I do not know. Congratulations on your day. But I'm just trying to learn things. Sure, sure, sure you are. Let's take a look. Welcome to our family. Let's take a look here. All right, so the 21 hit here at 10:04, but I think you're doing a 5-minute 21, which did indeed hit right over here. So look, so what you do is I'll show you how it works. And again, we teach you this strategy um, very well and for free through our master video, which we give to members for free. Ironically, and again, just my opinion, it's by far the best education you'll ever get in your life. Don't pay for anything ever again. Sorry you wasted all those thousands of dollars on, smiling dipshit courses. But this will actually be life-changing education, and don't think that because it's free, it's not good, because most things that are free aren't good, and I get you from that point. But we give this education for free, just so we're clear. But I will go over the strategy with you, and it's taught very clear and concise. So you start on the right side, right? And you wait for basically Square to hit this blue line right here. So it hit it at 215.79 right over here. Now, now what you notice is the left side is a 1-minute chart and the right side is a 5-minute. So as I highlight this 5-minute bar on the right side right over here, you'll see 5 1-minute bars to the left inside that rectangle, that shadowed rectangle. So after it hits right over here at 215.79, which was right over here, you just focus now on this 1-minute chart. And you simply just buy the next time a prior 1-minute bar breaks. So the trick was to buy it through 216.11. Um, Let me see. I think I took this trade with you. Let's see. Uh, no, really. I actually didn't trade Square today. I think I was trading something else at the time. I think I was trading something else at the time. Weird. Okay. So no, I wasn't. So the trick was right over here to buy it between 1017 and 1018. That was the proper way to execute the Know Your Limit 21. So you would have been trying to buy it right before this triggered, maybe right around here. You would have tried to buy it as opposed to trying to buy it right over here, which you did. I mean, either way, it looks like it would have worked. I mean, you made $1.80 on your calls. I mean, if you followed the methodology properly, the stock would have, exploded up $1.25 in your face in less than 2 minutes. It would have been beautiful anyway, but you went ahead and bought it here. So it's funny because that was the old way we would do the methodology. The new way is, and I might as well, do you guys want me to show you? Right? Show you, give you guys some value here. You could just be part of the room and get all this stuff included, but we will show you anyway. Let's talk about the 5-minute Know Your Limit 21 strategy. And obviously I keep updating the versions as needed. So you wait for the 21 in this case, which you are watching right over here. You're waiting for the 21 to hit and break on a 5-minute chart. Notice how it says switch immediately to a 1-minute chart. Note this can be done before the 5-minute bar closes. So as soon as this 5-minute bar actually hit right over here, so on the right side is a 5-minute chart, on the left side is one. So as soon as this hit right over here on this blue line is my 21 moving average, you immediately switch over to the 1-minute chart and you buy from the next 1-minute breakout. And that's all you had to do. So that was going back. Um, if you're trying to execute my methodology the proper way. The funny thing is the way you did it used to be the old rule of how to do it. But I found it more consistent doing it my way. In your case, you probably got a better fill. Congratulations on your um, monster day. Recovering from a bad day last week is the title of this email. MM. I was rolling into my best month. Last November, I had my best month after being in the room for just over 6 months. I felt things were clicking. I was popping above the box of expectations. Had some, and obviously that is what he says there's what I basically show traders going through the twilight zone, which is obviously this right here, where most traders, their expectations are always above their results, so the results are always below your expectations. You feel trading's not for you, you can't do this, and then after doing the correct efforts over time, which is different for everyone, your results just start exceeding your expectations enormously. And that is something that I've noticed for the successful traders, a good portion of them in this service, and most people in general. If you were curious what he meant by I was popping above the box of expectations. I had some more days where I was like, wow, this can work, this will work, and my results far exceeded expectations. I had a totally inconsistent first couple months, then the next 3 months kept getting better and better each month, building a bigger and smooth upward equity curve, a P&L curve, where it's not like you're in Scammy Princess's Fibonacci hideout, where your results are like, oh, good, good, drop down, like a ragged cliff, but rather, a very smooth, steady curve P&L, right? Then last week had a Tuesday big loss for me, one of my biggest ever. This after my best streak of 2 to 3 weeks of completely consistently green days, some tiny green, but most solid. But I shook it off and was ready Wednesday and Thursday. I came back from it quickly and was now green better than where I was before the Tuesday loss, and the week was back, baby. You get for that kind of quote, you get a West Side symbol right there. Then Friday, I took the largest loss I've ever taken in my whole short career. Wiped out more than I make over a great week in just that single day. I took, uh, I could tell you're upset here because I don't know what that means, but now this week I feel so unconfident and I just don't know how to shake the feeling. I had a small green Monday, small red Tuesday, and small green day today, but I just don't feel like I have the confidence in what I'm doing anymore. When only 2 weeks ago I felt like I can make most any trades work, now I feel sheepish in anything I enter. No conviction in myself or the trade. Still not back to where I was P&L wise, but chipping away closer. But I don't. So it seems like with the big hit, even though you wiped out a week, it's trying to shake the psychological toxicity from that day. And I'm curious when you took your losses, what happened? Now, that's the important part, not the number. Not I lost, I make X on a day and I've been consistent for weeks, months, and then I lost 5X or 6, 7X in one day. Um, that's not going to make me be able to help you so much as you telling me exactly what happened that day. Was it psychological toxicity? Did you start doubling down on a losing trade? Were you so hot on the fact that you needed to put in consecutive green days that you kept pushing and pushing and pushing for it? And after you pushed and failed and lost even more money, you're coming in sort of like tail between your legs and you don't have that confidence anymore. I need to know what shook you, you know, I need to know how you became a shook one so I could get rid of the crook son. You know what I'm saying? So I really need to know what shook you. What happened on your losing day? And then we could psychologically talk about how to bounce back from it. But again, I need the information. Maybe you'll share it with me through the email. I don't know where this email ends. But I don't feel the same and wonder if this is normal or what is the best way to get over a loss. It depends how you made the loss. Depends what happened. Depends what happened. Were you arguing with your loved one and then all of a sudden you had a bad day afterwards? Like what happened? And that the context is paramount to your answer. I'm trying to do what I do best, but I feel fear. And 2 to 3 weeks ago, the fear was not there. I was in and out of losing trades and winning trades with ease and confidence and coming out at the end of each day green. Now I feel different in each trade. Huh, I told you it was a shook one. Shaken. So what's the best fix for this state of mind? Okay. What usually happens is, first of all, the market is always changing. So I don't know what you are trading, but I'm going to make it up because again, I don't have all the context. But let's say, for example, you are trading Tesla, a name that, I don't even know how many, what, tens of millions. You think we made 100, 200 million as a room whole with this name? I don't know. I'm making up numbers. I have no idea. And then if you're looking really with this Tesla rally that we actually called, a lot of us did very well on it. It was sort of choppy this week. Like, look, check this out. I mean, today you put in the entire range of Tesla all week. Look at that. So literally, Tesla has a $66 range this week. And you might be looking at it and saying, oh, we had a $66 range last week and a $97 range the week before and a $104 range the week before. What is happening here, Mark? Why is Tesla so cuckoo pants? And why am I not confident? Were you trading Tesla? Were you doubling down? Were you looking at your green days thinking every time you added green day, like I have 5 in a row, 6 in a row, 7 in a row, 8 in a row, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then you have your losing day in which you pounded so hard? One of the most toxic things traders do in this room. And again, you know how they say, like, oh, like rich person problems or first world problems? Like, this is a very common Newsbeat problem where traders, they get so consistent where they make money, make money, make money, make money, that when they actually lose, all of a sudden they get shook. They're like, oh, what happened? And it like sort of like dazzles them. They're dazzled, literally dazzled. So I want to refer to my losing day, and it wasn't a major losing day for me. I had my best week of the year last week, and I'll tell you right now. But let's focus on the losing day. I lost just let's round it up, $5,000 on a Friday. And you know what my lesson? I came out of it with a lesson. Not only did I learn something, I did an education class showing you what I learned on front running and exiting positions quickly. What did you learn from the losing day? If you can't pull anything out of it, it's going to shake your confidence because you don't know what the F happened. I'll put it this way. I'll put it in a very silly analogy. If you're just sitting at your dining room table doing nothing, and all of a sudden you get a bullet hole in your arm, you're not going to have a lot of confidence sitting at your dining room table and eating because you're not going to know what the F shot you. And you're sitting there bleeding out in pain, agonizing pain because you've been shot in the arm. You don't know what happened. But if you realize that you left your back door open, you left your front door open, somebody came in with a gun, you saw him with the gun because you left your front door open, they shot you in the arm, they stole your TV to watch some, what's that called? Cuties on Netflix, and then they walked out of your house, then you're going to have confidence going back to the table because you're going to be able to lock your door in the future. So my question for you is, what the F happened when you lost money? What happened on that day? I don't care about the number. F the number. It could have been a $1 loss that could have caused it. What happened on your day? And that's the information, because you need to be able to look at that day and go over your losing results and say, I either did nothing wrong, or I totally effed up, or I did this wrong, but this right. And you need to analyze it. And based on what we do here, the reason you're able to have all this consistency is because you are able to analyze. You are able to know what you do well. You are able to succeed. You are able to be consistently profitable. But on the one day that you didn't, did you sit there and analyze it and see what happened actually on that day? Because that is what's going to take you to the next level. And by next level, that's how you're going to get your confidence again, by locking your door and knowing that nobody's going to come in with a gun and shoot you in the arm. However, if you're just sitting down and you got shot and you don't know where it came from, good luck. Am I getting a little too animated here? You might say, oh, yeah, too animated. You're talking to somebody who loves every single person in his room, in his family. This is family to this is family to me. You guys are all family. So remember that. You're all family. That's why I get this way. And I know it sounds cliche, but if you'll realize that if you judge me by my actions, you'll see why I act this way. Mark, your bottom call today was amazing. I was able to figure out what was your trend line, but guess what? I had another trend line that, while it may have been older and perhaps crossed more than one daily bar, was perfectly aligned at the same time. I thought that coincidence was crazy. Mine was ascending instead of descending. Care to check it, please? Tesla, top of September 1st and the bottom of 1127. Tesla, top of September 1st. Yep. To 1127. Let's see if you drew that correctly. Um, you you did draw correctly, but it's a very complex line. And you're right. And if you drew that line, you got the exact bottom of Tesla. Look at that. Look at that. Because of the gap, it was a legitimate line. Now that's somebody who knows how to draw a trend line, not dipshit who just goes left to right. That's how you draw a trend line. Well played. I'd give you a standing ovation, but then you guys would realize that I'm not wearing underwear right now. All right. Um, let's move on. Well played. Well drawn, Primo. Muy bien. Saludos cordiales, Primo. All right. Beautifully drawn. Very complex line. A booth mail with a movie? What? Give a man a fish loan foundation. He's ready for margin after months of growing a cash account. Lobster Crew. I was up 42.50 and then ended the day with 2,500. Tesla scalp, FOMO scalps got me when you called the bottom coinciding with short setups on Tesla too. I knew I shouldn't have done it, but I made back all the dollars I lost Friday. Feeling good now and ready for tomorrow. What is this? A booth movie? Can I even play this booth movie? It's in a .mo. So you literally, um, I'm assuming that's your boy. You went and just gave your boy a stack of C notes and called it a loan. So you said, give a man a fish loan foundation. So you loaned your boy a stack full of C notes. All right, just to put in context, that is a trader who had what? What was your account? What was the low of your account here, Booth, before everything took off? It's just so I could like put it into. Was that Juan in the video? Damn, Juan, your boy just came over and gave you a stack of C notes. Damn, son, he just hooked you up. What was your account at, Booth? I just want to put in context. A Newsbeat Live member gave another Newsbeat Live member in the room right now a stack of $100 bills. He was down to 1,400 bucks, this trader, and his trading account. You want to talk small trading accounts. He got to six figures, and now he took a stack of C notes and gave it to another member of the room who obviously need it. And by give, I mean loan, but Look after your boy, Juan. Look after your boy, because I'm telling you, not many people are going to come to you with a stack of C notes like that. But with that being said, let me know how you guys enjoy these videos here. It's these videos which helped us lead to the consistency in which we see in the Newsbeat live room today. It's this sort of work that we put in which really gets people to that next level. It's really this sort of work we do that gets people to the next level. And I know some of it, and I know some of you are watching and you might not like me using the word, dipshit and crap and balls and all these words. And there was a time that, sometimes I'd look at myself and say, is that being professional or not? But then again, I realized that it's really impossible to give a shit about somebody losing, and it's hard to really feel their frustrations without brushing them off unless you really feel them and get angry with them. Because if these people are really my family and they're losing money and they're struggling, and I have no emotional effect to that whatsoever, I'm the dipshit, and you should get the hell away from me because I don't give a F about anything you do or your success. But the fact is that I do care about your success, and these aren't scripted. I don't have my boyfriend who's a video editor, uploading these videos and editing them for me so I get the right smile at the right time. I'm not here to make you like me. I'm here to make you a successful trader. That is my goal. I don't care if you want to have a beer with me. I don't care if you know, anything else I don't care about. Your success should be the number one goal. I will do everything I can to help you get there. That's why I give you free education. That's why I give you the best overnight service on Wall Street for free as being part of a Newsbeat Live member. That's why you don't get charged for Twitter. That's why you get updated free education, just like you did a couple days ago, Newsbeat Live members. And that's why you have somebody like me answering your emails instead of ripping you off on some special program that costs thousands of dollars where I'll overload you with a ton of bullshit information and watch you explode as a trader when you go into the live market. It's because of this family environment that Newsbeat Live members are the most consistent traders on Wall Street. We are the most consistent traders. Other people don't get to use that word until they help every single person humanly possible get to that level. And if they're not there yet, which I admittedly am not, but I'm farther than everyone else around here, take a look around you. I'm doing much better than the scumbags on Wall Street who don't really go the extra mile for their member. They don't really do these things. And look, they're not bad people. They're just people who don't have the time to help you. Me, I actually do not have the time to help you. I have two kids. I have a wife. I have a family. I have other shit to take care of in my life. But you know what? I have my priorities straight. And as a guru, we are here to do everything in our power to help get you to the next level. And if wherever you are not receiving that sort of service, you are not doing yourself a favor because I am telling you that service exists. If you want to learn more, there are links in the description. Happy trading, make money. We'll see you guys next time on the Newsbeat.